heck, it looks that way. Good morning, football. No rain here. We're presented by Intuit QuickBooks. We are in New York. It's November 12th, a Tuesday. That means angry Ron.
That's right, my friend.
Kyle Brandt. What else we got today?
It was raining turnovers last night.
Hey.
Oh, very good call. Let's
What a
do
game.
it. Some highlights?
Yes, this one is really something. Could they end the Niners' reign?
Oh!
At the Big Denim. Here we go. Big Denim up in California. It is Niners. It is Seahawks. Why don't we roll this beautiful highlight?
Let's go.
This one was a gem. Veterans Day, of course, the flag across the field, and look how Russ showed up. Oh, man. Does he dress himself or does his wife dress himself? The two of them are amazing. Sherman, all focused. Now, the Niners are going to jump out to a 10-0 lead in this one quick, and this place was rocky, and then things started to change because look out! Davian Clowney, scoop, score, touchdown. As Tessitore would say, just like that. The Seahawks on the board, and they came to fight in this one. Third quarter, let's jump ahead now. It's still 10-7 San Francisco. Jimmy G on a 1st and 10 is going to look, but it's intercepted. Off the hands of Kendrick for Quandre Diggs. He's going to have a great return here. You know he's not going to house it because Matt Breida can run 50 miles an hour, and he gets him out of bounds. But Seattle's posing. They're here. They took all the momentum in this game. The sideline cutaways of the coaches alone were incredible in this one. Now watch Russ. Watch a modern master. Wait, move over there, move it. Let me just step this right here. Are you kidding me, Jacob Hollister? Watch what he does with this ball. He's going to pin it against his face mask because that's right where Russ put it. Sort of a falling down David Tyree of the NFC West. So Russ is feeling it. Yeah, absolutely. 14-10 now. Garoppolo. What do you got, my friend? The rush is coming again, guys. It was Clowney again, and it's recovered by Pulaford. Peter, tell us about Pulaford.
Pulaford, one of these late, undrafted guys out of Texas, with a stud, gets picked up by the Seahawks, and guess what? Dominated it last night, and it's been great since the preseason.
Long night for Mike McGlinchey. He was coming back from that injury, rather. Davian Clowney was really good. 21-10, Seattle, they're all over now, but look out. The Niners say, we got it, D2. Watch this. It's stripped. The lineman picks it up. It's stripped again. And then we have a deforestation to Forrest Buckner off of the lineman fumble by way of the quarterback fumble. This one was intoxicated, guys.
He said, how did that happen?
How did it happen, Pete? That's amazing. Jermaine Ifedi picked it up, punched out by Fred Warner, and then DeForest Buckner, who had so much energy last night. Look at him. Let's go. Come on, Levi Stadium. But hold on now. Russ, wait a minute. There's so much football left to play. Watch this. Russ on 3rd and 6. Guys, who is that? That's Josh Gordon. That's his first catch as a Seahawk. It was not his only catch, though. Here we go. 21-21, under 2 minutes left to play. It's Jason Myers, who figured prominently in this one, drills it, and he flexes. Ooh. It's incredible. Boom! That's what I'm telling you. The coach cutaways are fantastic. All right, so Seattle up now. Under 2 minutes to play. 24-21. Jimmy Garoppolo. What do you got? You got Tevin Coleman. Go. Cross the tape. Now. Tick, 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 tick. Plenty of time. Still got a timeout. That is Chase McLaughlin. He's a rookie. Remember, Robbie Gould is hurt. So they go to a rookie from Illinois. Over the middle to Debo, but look at this. 13 seconds, 12 seconds. Are they going to run out of time? Jimmy gets him up to the line, spikes it. And again, Chase McLaughlin, rookie, and nails it. Absolutely center cut. Kyle Shanahan said, I really haven't talked to him. I don't know him at all. I just want him to do his job. What a night. And we will see more of him momentarily because we got free football, my friends. Overtime. Russ Wilson, 24-24. 2nd and 5. They're made. They're all the way in Niners territory. Just take care of it. It's picked. Drake Greenlaw, that is Russell Wilson's 2nd interception of the year. You remember the first was a pick 6 to Marcus Peters. Drake Greenlaw, I thought for a second, was going to house this thing for the walk-off, but they finally get him out of bounds.
He's in for Quan Alexander, who's their star linebacker out for the year. Drake Greenlaw steps up, a rookie.
So here we go. Chase McLaughlin for the win. And not even close. Guys, they showed the snap was perfect, the hold was perfect. He just absolutely shanked the thing. And you can't give Russ another shot.
Joe Tess's son is a kicker. He said he punched it.
He punched it. He has the terminology. My son is 5-year-old. I don't know those terms, but look at Russ, 3rd and 3. He's out the door. Get down inside the 40. That sets it up, guys, for Jason Myers. Can the Niners stay undefeated? Can Seattle knock them off on the road on Monday Night Football? He got it in. It's good. The Seahawks win. Mercury Morris, champagne, and all that nonsense. The Niners go down at home in a classic. Look at Bucks. Go to the social media if you don't mind, because people were freaking about this one. Russ, who has played in some absolutely acid trip games, says that is the craziest game I've ever played in. We'll debate that shortly as he and Pete hug and laugh and dance. Let's listen to what they had to say after that incredible win.
I think our defense played great throughout the night in a tough environment, tough game. We made plays when we needed to, and we knew it was going to come down to the wire. I said it earlier in the week, I thought it was going to come down the wire. Didn't think it was going to come down to overtime, no more time on the clock kind of wire, but that's just a true amazing moment, wildest game, most amazing game I've been a part of for sure.
But I do recognize it's Monday night and it's all this, and San Francisco's rolling and coming home, man, coming home, all that kind of stuff. It was a really, really fun night. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
I'd say so. The Seahawks carried, look at this, kicker Jason Myers off the field after his game-winning field goal. Everybody chiming in. Steven Jackson from Vegas saying, big-time win for the Seahawks. The rematch will be unreal. Yeah, these two squads face each other again, guys. Guess when? Week 17.
Oh, I love that.
To end the season. Huge game on paper. It lived up to the hype. You mentioned raining turnovers. Yeah. There were 7. Both defenses scored touchdowns in this one. This is, the game of the year. As Russell Wilson is saying, it was the craziest. What is the headline, the big picture from last night?
I look at the NFC and it just got real crazy. The NFC just got wide open because if the Niners win that, they go to 9-0. They've got this big lead. Look at the NFC West standings for a second if you want here, Kay. Now, based on that result, you look at this here, and suddenly they're a half game back with a home game in Week 17 and already a tiebreaker over the 49ers. The Seahawks suddenly become that team. And then you look at the remaining schedule of the 49ers, who are being talked about in invincible terms. Oh, I see a Packers. I see a Ravens. I see a Saints. I see another Seahawks in Seattle. It gets ugly, and then the NFC playoff picture as a whole is now wide open. If you wake up this morning and you're a fan of the Green Bay Packers, suddenly you're thinking, are we going to get a home field throughout the playoffs in Lambeau? If you're a Saints fan, despite that bad loss to the Falcons, are we the team now driving the bus? Even if you are a Vikings fan, you are thinking, wow, there's a chance all these games are played in Minnesota. That one game completely shifted the way we look at the NFC, and it's wide open. It's no longer the Niners to lose. It's the Niners now looking behind them and over their shoulder saying, oh, wait a second, we're not invincible. We're just another team in this thing.
Yeah, Seattle tapping them on the shoulder saying, you know what, maybe we could go ahead and win this division. You're right, Schrags, about that. They always say that defense wins championships, but dominant defenses are so entertaining. That's the one thing I learned walking away from this game. I'm looking at both of these squads. The running game has been so special for the 49ers. And then on the flip side, the Seattle offense has been fantastic. Russell Wilson, the front runner in the MVP race. But I was paying attention to how dominant these defenses were. And Jadeveon Clowney, hello, Jadeveon. He had himself a day. My man filled up the stat box. How about this? 5 tackles, 1 sack, 5 QB hits, 1 forced fumble, 1 fumble recovery, and 1 TD, just like we saw right there. And you guys know how I feel about those QB hits. I mean, it's just like when Kyle Brandt works out with his trainer. I mean, you might not feel it in the moment, but you're going to feel it later. And it started to wear on these quarterbacks later in the game because for certain moments, these guys were a little gun-shy because they were taking them shots, and Jadeveon made sure that he was felt on every play. Whether he got to the quarterback or not, he was an absolute Destructicon. And this was the individual we've been waiting on. And what I love about it, he's on that 1-year deal. And if he continues to play like this for the rest of the season, better expect Jadeveon Clowney to break the bank. Just like he almost broke the game yesterday.
Quadri Diggs stepped up, like he had himself a huge night. And then you look at Josh Gordon, like you say it in the highlight, it's such a whatever, 2 huge third down catches, and it seems like he's not the dude. He's not DK Metcalf. He's not Tyler Lockett, who they didn't even have at their disposal in overtime. He's this other thing that is sort of like icing on the cake that could come into play down the stretch. It's wild to think what Josh Gordon can do on this squad.
Huge potential, right? And I look at that game, I'm just going to brand it the GOATY, G-O-T-Y, game of the year.
Okay.
And the GOATY goes to Niners. I mean, you can Texans, Chiefs, week 6, Giants, Buccaneers with Daniel Jones. It's this one. We've 10 sacks, 7 turnovers, 5 quarters, dramatic injuries, MVP magic, and we haven't even gotten into the Mandalorian yet, guys. Amazing night. Russell Wilson, I will say, though, the idea it's the craziest game I've ever been a part of, that's a lie. I think that's just him and the adrenaline afterwards. The title game against the Packers, the Fail Mary, absolutely insane. Russ, we can visit that another day. But this right now, about 10, 11 weeks into the season, is the greatest, craziest game we've ever seen, and I think it's the clubhouse leader. Forget about it.
It's the GOATY, not to be confused with Gautier.
Right. Love Gautier.
Not that one. Okay, more Good Morning Football on the way. Dak's hip stretching dance went viral. But, I mean, that was until we saw another quarterback do it. And then there's a controversy here because James Slater is saying there's another quarterback who started this dance
I heard
and should
that.
be getting the love. I haven't seen footage of that one.
I'd like to.
Yeah, send us some footage if you know what we're talking about. We'll fill you in. And sideline cams picked up a revealing conversation between the Ravens head coach, it's Harbaugh, and Lamar Jackson. You're gonna love it.